What's going on, everybody? Drew Miller and brother Dylan Miller here. We are the founders of Cardiac Half. Thanks for tuning in tonight.
Yes, we're proud to present to you Miller Boy Mondays, which is a podcast that Drew and I are launching. We'll be releasing new podcasts to you every Monday. That'll be on the podcast app and on Spotify. And if you want to see the video, you'll have to subscribe to us on YouTube. What we're going to do for the first 6 weeks is break down each one of our songs that we have on Spotify and Apple Music.
Did you say 6 weeks?
Yeah. Oh, but wait, we only have 5 songs
Yeah.
released, which means that the 6th one is a new song that will be released at the end of September, and we cannot wait for you guys to hear it. We just got done shooting the music video for it this past weekend, and we are so excited.
Yeah, it's a
gonna be
great song. I think you guys are really going to dig this one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So first song we're going to break down tonight is Big Bad Wolf, easily one of our favorites that we get to play and perform and that we've recorded.
And now, it didn't start out that way. We'll get to that a little bit more in a minute. But
Right.
now
And
it's one of our favorites.
It is. The first thing I heard of it was Drew playing it for me on piano and singing. It was a ballad, and I have a voice memo of it that I will find a way to share with you guys.
Please don't. Y'all want to hear that. I promise.
It's something else. It really is something else. So Drew, you wrote the song.
Yeah.
Our producer helped write it too, but Drew, you kind of started the writing process on it. So what were your thoughts with that?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to write a song directly to the Big Bad Wolf, which is, we know, the fictitious character in fairy tales, the antagonist for fairy tales.
Sure.
So I kind of wanted to do something that I feel like hasn't been done before, and I wanted to take the Big Bad Wolf's character arc and kind of go from antagonist to maybe taking a little bit of pity for the Big Bad Wolf in his later days.
And really, even though it's about the Big Bad Wolf,
Right.
really you're writing from about yourself in a sense, right?
Sure, there's definitely some of me in the character of the Big Bad Wolf.
Sure.
I've had a tendency to kind of push people away and maybe kind of close off a little bit. I can be very social and outgoing, but I've also, gone through seasons where I haven't wanted to be around people, and therefore they leave and they kind of forget about you, which maybe is what you wanted. No, I definitely wanted to put a little bit of myself in the Big Bad Wolf's character. He pushed people away. Granted, he was a little bit more harsh. He tried to eat Little Red Riding Hood and the Three Little Pigs. So yeah,
He blew
he's
their house down, man.
I know, he blew their house down. That's not
So
something I'm
rude.
about. I do not condone the blowing down of people's houses.
Right. Or eating grandmas.
Or eating grandmas. It's not really my thing. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of explore what the Big Bad Wolf might be like today. Now we can maybe take it a little bit more to the studio side of things. So do you want to
Yeah.
talk about what it was like for the recording process?
Since the beginning of 2018, we've been releasing music and recording music with Ryan Wilson of Hey Hey Studios.
He's a great guy, great producer.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Easily one of the band members of Cardiac Half because
sure.
he's helped us really develop our sound and our music. What you hear wouldn't be what it is without him. So
Absolutely not.
shout out to Ryan and Hey Hey. Hope you're listening and watching, Ryan. So what was cool is when we took this song into the studio, it was the end of 2018, and it was a time where we didn't really have a set drummer. We were kind of doing more acoustic stuff, but obviously this song we wanted to have a drummer, so we called up one of our friends who's in a local band, All the Rest, and Judd Harris came and drummed for us.
Phenomenal drummer.
Absolutely.
Great guy.
Make sure you guys follow them and check them out because they've got some cool stuff coming. So Judd came and tracked drums for us, and we recorded bass and kind of had the nuts and bolts of Big Bad Wolf at the end of the first day. But as we sat back and listened to what we had, I could tell there was some discontentment with each of us. It was kind of modeled after like an early 2000s sound, which is awesome, but just not what we were going for.
Right, and I don't think it was anybody in particular. I don't think it was anybody's fault. I think it was just like, as we were going throughout the day, we were like, yeah, this sounds good.
Right.
Let's just see where this goes. And it sounded fine. There was nothing wrong with it. But it wasn't what you heard, what you've heard. So.
And I have the tendency to be a little short and abrupt, and so I guess you could call it pitching a fit. And so
pouting maybe.
I definitely pouted, and we kind of left that night not really content with what we did, and I'd say that's the case for all four of us who were in there that day, us, Ryan, and Judd. And so Ryan called us up the next week and pitched us a new idea, a new direction for the song, and it clicked instantly.
Yeah, fun fact, he's actually, as much as I want to take credit for it, I just can't. He is the one that wrote the chorus, or the hook.
You're the big bad wolf. Oh, oh.
Yeah, that's all Ryan
All
Wilson, and so props to him on that. So I wrote the rest, and then we pretty much came together on that. And
Yeah.
yeah,
So Ryan is co-writer on this song.
yeah, for sure, absolutely.
And so
Let the man
we
have his
got
credit.
absolutely we got Judd back in the studio, and man, by the end of the day, we had something really phenomenal. Ryan worked his magic and did his producing, and so the song is incredible now. It wasn't terrible before, but it's definitely where it's at now due to the vision of Ryan and just the hard work of Judd and us of just in the studio trying to make the song what we knew it could be.
Yeah.
We got to premiere it live at a show at Hey Hey that All the Rest was also playing, so that was that meant a lot that we could premiere the song there.
In the place that it was really birthed, and
Didn't you say you like accidentally dropped the mic during the song because you were enjoying it so much or something?
well, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I was enjoying it, but it was the first time we'd performed that song live, and so I was a little nervous about, man, just going for that chorus. You have to go for it,
Yeah,
otherwise
belt
it doesn't work. You a little bit, not screaming, but you just got to put some fire to it,
some
you know.
oomph into it.
Absolutely, yeah. So that's what I did, and it at one point the mic shot out of the mic stand, went into the air, and hit the ground, and I was just like, well, that's awkward. But I picked it up and finished the song like a champ, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It was released in February. Now it has over 31,000 streams on Spotify alone.
So
Not to
if you've streamed it on Spotify, like, thank you a million. It made its way to a couple playlists. So thank you guys
Absolutely.
for your help.
And that's our biggest song to date. We revisited the song of Big Bad Wolf a couple months later, and we really wanted to put a new spin on the song through the form of a music video. So we started developing ideas.
Which we're not the best at doing. So we brought on the Neveo company, Michael Pollard and Isaac Lee, to help
Right.
us out. And they're
Good friends of
terrific.
ours.
Yeah.
Good friends of ours. They're a local media and production company, so definitely give them a follow on Instagram and see them for all of your media needs.
Absolutely. So they came on, and we kind of brainstormed through some ideas. Ended up going with one that I kind of came up with, and
Right.
that was maybe throwing like a big party scene and exploring the idea of, well, we both love Stranger Things, so exploring the idea of maybe creating our own Upside Down or the other world.
Right. So Drew is the character of the Big Bad Wolf in the video, and basically he comes in on this really fun community party scene where everyone's dancing and jamming out and drinking sodas and just kind of being people.
Having a good time.
Right. And so Drew kind of blows everybody off and kind of proves that he wants to be on his own.
And yeah, because of that, like, they don't want to talk to me, and they're like, why is he being this way?
Right.
And then Dylan is like,
So my character comes and I'm trying to get him to participate,
Hey,
trying to
man,
get him
come
to
on.
dance. And this is the best part of the music video because we actually get to live out our brotherhood and we get to kind of throw down in a sense
yeah,
with
we
some
throw
shoving.
down.
And it was fun filming it because we were our own stunt doubles and I got to shove Drew on the ground about 8 times.
Yeah, I mean, and it hurt too. After about the second time, I could start to feel it, and then that next week and a half, I was pretty sore, rib cage, back.
Understandable. So that experience leads Drew's character to a concussion where he wakes up and his world that he wanted has become a reality where he is completely on his own.
Right, and that may be what he wanted or what he thought he wanted, but when he wakes up in this other world and there's nobody there, I mean, it's just this dark and dreadful place, and he tries to get out, but the door won't open. He's stuck in this other world.
The Big Bad Wolf video can be found on Facebook, Instagram TV, and YouTube. Make sure you get us on all of those socials so you can see that video and some upcoming projects that we have.
Be sure to leave a comment in the comments section. We want to know what you think about not only the Big Bad Wolf music video, But let us know what your interpretation is of the song. Do you like it? And we'd be happy if you had any questions for us. We'd be happy to answer those.
Next week, we're going to be presenting our most recent song, Secret Letters, and kind of giving you a look on why it was written, how it was written and recorded. And we look forward to sharing that with you.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and we'll see you next week.
We are Cardiac Half, and this is Miller Boy Mondays.